What's up, everybody? Rob here, back with a very exciting episode of Wasting Wildcards. It's exciting because Standard is potentially saved. They finally went along and banned OMNATH, they banned Lucky Clover, and they banned Escape to the Wilds. On top of the Euro ban, I think we're okay for a little bit. Who knows what's going to break next? Some people are like, oh, Embercleave's too good. No, you just kill the stuff they're going to equip Embercleave to. That's fine. Embercleave is fine. You have to attack with creatures for Embercleave to be good. Speaking of killing creatures, I stumbled upon this on Twitter today. Brian Gottlieb, the host of Arena Decklists podcast, as well as a Star City Games commentator, and just an all-around Magic guy, posted this list on Twitter. I didn't read much further to see if it was good or not, or what his... I mean, I know his thought process was like, hey, maybe mid-range is good now that all these crazy value engines are gone. Maybe just playing some removal and some value creatures and some planeswalkers, non-busted planeswalkers, is good to go. So this is a pretty traditional rock deck. I mean, we're playing 2 Bloodchief's Thirst as just cheap removal. We're playing 4 Agonizing Remorse as just like hand disruption. We're playing Heartless Act as more removal. Scavenging Ooze is just a mid-range deck all-star. I don't know what else to call it. Good against the graveyard, good against aggro decks, all around just solid card. We've got 4 Tangled Florahedron, which is actually really good because it makes us so we never miss our land drops being one of these dual-faced land cards, but also it just helps us ramp when we have that to do. So this is surprisingly a very good just kind of ramp slash land slash value card in this deck. Been very impressed with it by far. We have Mazemind Tome, a whole 4, because this is our #1 card draw slash draw fixing slash value card in the deck, and I've been incredibly impressed with this. I mean, being able to scry every turn or just draw cards, the extra life value you get at the end helps. It's really good. Like, I was keeping up with blue-white control, just drawing cards over and over again. And yeah, Mazemind Tome is the truth. Jumping up to 3, we've got 1 Inscription of Ruin, just another one of these kind of... it's not quite like a command, but it's like a... You know, you got more stuff to do. If you cast it for, 7, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. So, you know, just one of these, see how it does. We've got 3 Murderous Rider as just a creature slash all-around good removal spell. 2 Bala Ged Recoveries. Again, these are great because they're lands, but also you can return something from your graveyard. And it's not just a permanent, it's just a card, which comes up a lot. Like if you need to get a spell back, you can get it. If you need to get your Mazemind Tome back, you can get it. If you want a creature back, you can get it. Just all around, super good card in this type of deck. We've got 3 Llanowar Visionary, which lets us draw a card, which is great. It also lets us ramp from 3 to 5, which is really good in a deck where you're trying to play Elder Gargaroths. So, again, just solid value card. And then we've got a Hagra Mauling. Again, one of these awesome 2-faced lands. This one also kills a creature, so fits right in. We've got 1 Garruk Unleashed as a way to pump up the creatures you do have in play, but also kind of create creatures if you don't have a big board. All around, solid planeswalker, only running 1 of them. We're running 1 Nissa of the Shadow Boughs as well. This one is actually really impressed. The bringing the creature back from the graveyard has been pretty relevant, and just being able to make a land every turn, it gets a ton of loyalty really quick, especially with Fabled Passage. Pretty solid overall. We've got 2 Polukranos as just a really big, beefy, recursive threat. I am so happy there's finally a deck where I can play Polukranos. I was a huge fan of the original Polukranos, and this one, just being a 6/6 for 4, brings me back. It's a 6/6 for 4 that you can escape, and it gets even bigger. It's hard to kill. It's a good card. Solid card. Very, very happy to be playing it. And then, like I said before, we've got 3 Elder Gargaroths as just a big, great, beefy beast. And then up top, we've got 2 Garruk of the Cursed Huntsman. Again, another card I'm super excited to play with. There are so many cards in this deck that have been around for so long, but they just... Why would you play a 6-mana Planeswalker when you could just play OMNATH and draw your whole deck and do a bunch of stupid shit? You wouldn't, but now you can. And a couple Turntimber Symbiosises. Again, this is an untapped dual-face land, or you just pay a ton of mana when you're flooding out and hopefully throw a big creature on the board. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. This deck... It's the type of Magic I love to play. Green-black mid-range, let's kill your stuff, let's attack with creatures, let's try to get some value and non-insane 1-creature engines. It just feels good to be back, you know? Everybody, it's just... warms my heart. I know I just shivered. That's not the appropriate temperature reaction. It warms my heart is what I meant to say. Let's play a couple games. Let's see how it does. Is the rock back? Is this deck still just going to lose to mono red? Who knows? I don't know. Let's try it out. All right, everybody, here we are with game one with I want to say a bad hand, but I forgot that this is a land, and this can scry a bunch. So it might not actually be a bad hand. I think I'm going to keep it, actually. I mean, starting with 7 cards sure is better than starting with 6, and our opponent is starting with 6, which... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Take my Mazemind Tome. Make me feel really sad, because that is the card they should take. Oh, they can... Never mind. That is definitely the card. That is... I didn't even think about that. Luckily, we drew into another land, but... These can get dressed. Or thought seized. That's rough. That is real rough. Okay, well, we're against a Rakdos mid-range deck, which, you know, they're a mid-range deck, we're a mid-range deck. Let's go. We're likely drawing our lands. They're all black, but we're still drawing lands, so we have nothing to do with green mana anyway, so let's Agonizing Remorse our friends. See what they're up to. Maybe get a Crocs out of their hand. Okay, that's cool. Bone Crusher me, dog. Okay, so they're playing like the Croxo version for sure, as they have the Timuret? Yeah, Timuret, not Tiamat. Calls the Dead. And hey, look at that. Okay, so now we have the option of killing the Bone Crusher Giant, playing our own big threats. I think we just want to play our own big threat now. Next turn, we'll be able to kill their Bone Crusher Giant and attack in for a bunch. And I'm gonna drink some tea while I wait. That's very, very hot tea. Okay. It's peppermint. It's, you know, it's my nighttime tea. It's nice. Let's kill this Bone Crusher Giant. It's fine. I'll gladly take 2 damage to kill that. Bashing in with a 6/6. Feels good. Gotta love it. And we got our Mazemind Tome. So there we are. We're caught right back up. Our opponent could, you know, like Croxa or something. We'd have to discard something, which would be a bummer, but I'm not too worried. We've got multiple card drawing options. I forgot about this Liliana. This Liliana might actually be pretty good in this deck, too. Discard a card. Let's get rid of Garruk, as it is the most expensive. And let's scry. Scavenging Ooze is nice. I'll take a Scooze. And let's just get Liliana off the battlefield. All right, well, our opponent outgrinded themselves, but now let's think. So they're playing a lot of graveyard stuff, so Scavenging Ooze for sure. They're not playing... Extinction Event, but I don't know how many creatures necessarily have to worry about. Spot removal just seems okay. Duress seems bleh, because I've just kind of duressed their duresses and stuff. Our main deck is actually pretty well equipped to just kind of fight this type of matchup. Maybe go down a Florahedron. Try this out. I don't know. I feel like we're in a very good position against Rakdos midrange specifically. We play a lot of the same spells, but our top end is way more powerful. They've got like Rankles and... I mean, I don't know how big they're going, but they could go as big as, say, I don't know, some dragons or something like that. Probably not, but they could. They don't have a companion like Lurrus or anything, so... Maybe, yeah, I think I just want the lands. I just want to keep my lands flowing. Okay. So they're duressing. I think I'm just going to Agonizing Remorse them back. Definitely going to exile Croxa, as that is a very annoying card. And they've just got a bunch of removal. I'm not that worried about. I think I just kill this. They're going to be able to take something out of my hand next turn, but I think just preserving my life total when they don't have another card to play is probably the right choice. Yeah, that's fine. But now I can play Big Daddy Polukranos. Or I can just take all the cards out of their hand, actually. Is probably what I should do. Clear the way for Polukranos. So, yeah. If they draw Duress, I'm fine. A land, I'm definitely fine. Let's get a 6/6 attacker out on the field, am I right? You know, let's play this as a land, too. We're good. We're golden. Oh, yeah, let's bash him for 6. I love it. Let's get some scrying on. Sure, I'll draw a card. Seems okay. I'm trying to think of like what I want, like what my big impact threats are, like my planeswalkers or say, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Let's fight. Planeswalkers, Elder Gargaroth. That's a big one. But yeah, I'm just going to play 12/12. That's what I'm going to do. They could Heartless Act this. Make it a 9/9. They can't take that. I think we're going to win this. I think we're going to win this. Seems good. You know, I'm just gonna eat that. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so green-black midrange may be better than Rakdos midrange. Although I must say, I think my opponent was going way too hard on the discard spells. They were playing Duress after board, which seems incorrect. Ooh, I got a Shadow's Verdict, a card I'll probably never play, but I got it for free, and free is for me. Let's play another game. Let's do it. All right, so we're definitely playing first in this here, game number 2. Yeah, I'll keep this. Very bad hand against a, like, control deck, but against a creature deck, this is a pretty good hand, and I have no idea what I'm up against. Sultai, okay. Still have no idea what I'm up against. Probably just the Sultai mid-range type deal. What would Sultai be playing? There's no real powerhouses in Sultai. Could also just be kind of a Dimir deck that's running these for the cycling value. I know I've seen that happen in some decks as well. Could be some kind of Sultai rogues or something. I don't know. Hopefully they play creatures because I have several answers to those. Got a Garruk, pretty close to playing. Okay. Still not sure what I'm up against here. I'm intrigued, though, for sure. I feel like it's... Yeah, I feel like it's mostly probably like a Dimir control deck running Triomes for card draw, cycling value. Yeah, I'm just going to keep passing the turn. I have a feeling they're probably running counter magic, so hopefully they'll tap out. What is this? Okay. What are they going to reveal? Okay. Still only seeing blue and black stuff. So they've got mana to play like Ashiok or something here. I wonder if this deck wants that big, uncounterable, hexproof haste monstrosity. Seems like it could be okay, actually. Since I've done absolutely nothing this game, I feel like I'm in kind of a bad spot. Just gonna throw this guy out here. So hopefully I'll have enough mana to try to multiple spell in one turn to draw out a counter spell and then hopefully resolve something powerful. Man, Bloodchief Thirst is an instant. It would be busted. That's fine. Gladly. You can gladly kill that. Okay. Counter. Yep. Just gonna play that tapped. So we have 4/7. We'll be able to Bala Ged Recovery the Elder Gargaroth back. And we won't be able to cast it for a turn or two, but let's go kill. Okay. Let's return the Elder Gargaroth back. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. If you draw one more land, we can Garruk and Heartless Act. Get rid of these annoyances. Scooze and a Turntimber. Okay. I've been thinking Ashiok might be really fun in a Pioneer Eldrazi deck that uses like the processors because it exiles so much stuff. You know, just a thought. Could be fun. Could be fun. All right, so we have three options here. They know of this one. This one would put us on parity creature-wise, and this one could kill a creature. So it resolves. Okay, I'm actually gonna make some wolves here. My opponent could ultimate Ashiok, but they're not gonna get much value off of it, so I don't think they're gonna do that. Crawling Barrens is also nice. There's so many new cards that could be played with. I'm just excited to be playing Big Garruk. Okay. We're going to double block. One will die. But my good friend Garruk here is going to get some loyalty. Let's see. Okay, just straight up casting Shark Typhoon. Bold. I like it. Let's play Elder Gargaroth. It resolves. Excellent. Let's destroy this creature. Draw a card. It's a pretty good card. That was a very good turn for us. Hopefully this Shark Typhoon doesn't take over the game for my opponent. Okay. Yep. 4/4 is nice. But I can Gargaroth again. Gargaroth? Gargaroth or Gargaroth? Ooh, Essence Scatter. How nice. All right, well, let's kill this. I think we have to make some wolves here. Bash in with these wolves. They're going to be able to start putting this online. They're also going to be able to start drawing a card, even if they just draw into nothing. All right, yep. So they got a 2/2. a Mazemind Tome of their own. I don't think I have anything to get rid of this main deck. So the deck that I saw posted had Wilt in the sideboard, but I feel like I always just want to put Gemraiser in my deck. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's a creature. It's awesome. Wilt has cycling, but it's very meh. Let's start by... Do we use Garruk here? They can't counter it, so... Let's just plus and start getting aggressive, as they say in the streets. What streets that is, I do not know. But we're going to have a really big sea of tutus here. They can make this big and eat one of them. But I can't say I'm that upset or worried. That's pretty nice that every time you activate it, it puts counters on it. If I draw into exactly Bloodchief's Thirst, I did not, but Mazemind Tome is going to be nice. That is definitely going to be nice. So my opponent is digging. They can kill one of my Garruks, but oof, my board is getting beefy. This is a beefy board. All right, friend. Another Ashiok. That is good, especially with a stupid Shark Typhoon. I love seeing Shark Typhoon played this way. Yeah, surprise, I cycled is fun, but just being able to get all this insane value it's pretty nice. Gotta say, it's pretty nice. Like, look how big their board just got in one turn. Pretty silly. Okay, well, we can Temple here. So I can play Mazemind Tome, draw this. Have a 6/6. But then they could just bounce it with Ashiok. Make me exile it. Let's draw a card. 'Tis a land. All right, well, let's play Murderous Rider. I've got 3 blockers. I've got 5 attackers. On each Garruk I control. That's a Garruk. I never noticed that. That's pretty spicy. It's a lot of sharks. Ooh, that's good. That's what, 3 now? Yeah, my opponent is on a one-way trip to Value Town right now. Man, I wish I had 2 Garruks out right now. That would be a sweet. Well, they're going to attack with everybody to almost kill this Garruk. They could bounce it. Just going to draw a ton of cards here, though. They got Crawling Barons, actually. This is close. They're at 6 life, which is really the only thing. Guess I just have to block here. Gain a little bit of life. They can draw. They can make a Barons. Okay. Interesting. Let's play Nissa. Yep. Okay. So let's play draw a card. Let's play that. That's a fun game. I'm a big fan of that game. That's not a bad one. Let's play land for turn. Let's pump up our Murderous Rider. Let's attack. Like, we should probably try to just win here. They're at such a low life total. The chances of us winning past this are pretty slim. Shark Typhoon is a pain in the behind. So I could kill this and bring him to 1. So Castle Locthwain is turned off for them. 2, 4, 7, 10, 14, 18. They can type for 18 this turn. That is so stupid. They could win if they can play a 3-mana spell right now. Can they do it? 1-mana spell. They're very close. They're very close. I don't think I can win this at this point, but we were close. That Shark Typhoon really took over this game. If they didn't have that, boy howdy. If these are all 2/2s and I had a Questing Beast, that would be pretty tight as well. But not playing Questing Beast. All right. Definitely can't beat the second Shark Typhoon. Could barely beat the first one. All right, so we need an answer to that just because that's annoying. Duress. Massacre Room could be cute, but maybe we go down a couple Heartless Acts. Just because some of their stuff has counters on it, and it's not the most... Bloodchief's Thirst hits tokens and the Planeswalker, so... Hand Disruption seems nice, but is it that nice? Hitting like a Shark Typhoon or like a Planeswalker is okay. Seems good. This is a tough one. Maybe we go down 1 Florahedron, 1 Polukranos. Polukranos will let us win fast, but it's also kind of easily interacted with, so maybe that's not necessarily the way we want to go. Seems good. Yeah, I want to Mazemind Tome. So next turn, I want to play the Florahedron, just so we can start getting the mana advantage. All right. I would love to Agonizing Remorse, but I think Mazemind Tome here is going to be more important because I need lands, and that's a land, so that's going to stay there. We'll just get in for 1. Let's start by agonizingly, remorsefully checking out their hands. And it gets negated. Let's just draw a card. So we've got our land. We've got Elder Gargaroth mana. But they've got counterspell mana, so... Just gonna get in for one, I guess. So say they play Ashiok next turn, I have an instant speed answer for it, which is nice. They'll be left behind with a token, but then we're clear to cast like an Elder Gargaroth or Garruk or something else fun that happens. All right, but we're going to just draw instead. Mazemind Tome doing work. Just make my opponent discard too. Let's pull a counter spell out of their hand. If they have a counter spell in hand, they're not that far up. Okay. Let's play this as a land, get it for one. So got rid of one Essence Scatter. Not bad. Let's scry one. Gain a couple life. Yeah, I want it. I want another big threat. So let's start by not attacking. I want to hold up 2 mana for Wilt, just in case I need it. Okay. So that's good. I mean, I don't want to run my Elder Gargaroth and do a bunch of Essence Scatters or whatever. So hopefully we can get my opponent to commit to something. They're playing the wait and go game. Let's try to do, maybe we try small Garruk first. Okay, we got rid of a negate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll keep waiting. Their opponent running all the counter spells. But missing their land drops, which is pretty alright with me. So let's fetch and get a forest, I think. And let's try to get the Garruk out. Ooh, it resolves. Thank the Lord. All right, so we're going to get some wolves out. We'll bash in for one here. All right, so they got a bunch of stuff. That's fine. You can cycle that Typhoon away. I'm happier with it there than on the battlefield. I'm tapped out as well, so maybe this will lead my opponent to do something crazy. Or they could just straight up kill my Garruk. That works too. It's a very not crazy thing to do. All right, we'll play this. We will kill the token. We will attack. And I guess it's time. Let's see what happens. Again, the third, of course they have it. Of course. The third friggin' Essence Scatter. All right. Oh, let's attack. Like they could eat one of them with a Crawling Barrens, but I don't think they're going to want to do that. That's fine. They don't have much mana, or they have plenty of mana. They don't have much stuff in their hand. don't want to play it yet. No, I can play a Polukranos, though. Maybe I will. Actually, let's keep that, do that. And what would I rather Bala Ged Recovery? These are the two cards, most likely. They're digging. And it resolves. I love it. Frantic Inventory does seem quite good in these decks. Can just start drawing a lot. That's pretty good. That's a good one, my friend. That's a real good one. All right, well, let's Temple of Malady. Don't want more lands. And we're going to pass. So I want to hold up the Mauling if they activate their Crawling Barrens, and I want to hang on to the Murderous Rider in case they play an Ashiok. I just want to maintain an answer to all of their threats. Mazemind Tome is good. I might just want to blow that up. They can get one activation out of it, but three man. Oh, come on. It's the worst. Yep, we can start pumping those up. It's a 4 to activate. Yeah. This is like grindy as oh, of course they have the Shark Typhoon. Of course, right after I cast Wilt. Of course. I still have one in my deck. Did I not? Did I just not fetch something? All right, well, let's Turntimber, am I right? Woo! If this gets countered, we're pretty dead here. Of course. Of course. Of course you have every spell in your deck. 3 negates, 3 essence scatters, 3 frantic inventories, and they still have half their deck left. Come on. Come on. Of course. All right, well, there's no way we're going to come back from this. So, all right, so up against Rakdos midrange, down against blue-black midrange. Turns out when your opponent has literally every counterspell exactly when they need it, things work out for them. And when you foolishly don't hang on to the Wilt for the one card you really wanted to Wilt, things also go bad. All right, let's do one more. Let's see out of the 3 if we can at least go 2 out of 3. I feel like we can. I have faith. Let's see. All right, here we are with game number 3, and we've got a pretty keepable hand. We've got a lot of lands and a lot of stuff that can actually do stuff as lands. So let's see. We've got the Lightning Bolt sleeves. Maybe we're up against our first aggro deck. I would like to get a nice taste of the metagame here. We have plenty of lands, so let's bottom that. Rakdos midrange, blue-black control. Blue-black control seems good. Frantic inventory is a powerful draw spell. Ashiok is annoying. Well, that's Mountain and a Mire Triton. Okay, so we're up against Rakdos again. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to start with the Florahedron instead of Scavenging Ooze because if I play my Scavenging Ooze, I definitely want to get at least an activation off. Like if my opponent were to Croxa here, I could eat it next turn, which is the best. Or they could Bone Crusher Giant my little Florahedron. He wasn't long for this world. Let's Temple here. Yeah, I want to grind. Playing Ooze, probably going to get killed, probably going to get stomped or something, but if it lives, it's a good card to have. It's probably the best card to have if it lives, but it gets stomped. Good thing we got this Bala Ged Recovery. Can bring that back when we need it. Man, Bonecrusher Giant is so good. What a card. So Polukranos is very good in this matchup. They have to have hard removal for it. Let's get a forest, and let's play a 6/6 beef machine. I always forget that it has the fight clause, which is actually pretty rad. Pretty rad. How does the Death Touch interact with the ability to like prevent damage? I wonder. My opponent's thinking here. Gonna make it a 3/3? Okay. Seems uneventful. I mean, I'll block. Okay, Death Touch doesn't affect it. That's what I thought would happen, but you never know. Ooh, Ox. It's another rad card. Oh, well, let's kill it. I think I just want lands at the moment. Exile 8 other cards from your graveyard. So there's still a little ways from double oxing. This Rakdos deck already is performing way better than the first match we played. Ox of Agonis is a beef machine. They could kill Polukranos, which would actually be great for us, but... I think it's the Inscription that has to go. Both Nissa and Mazemind Tome are pretty important cards. So what we can do is play Nissa, play Florahedron, get a little bit of loyalty, +1 on like a swamp. Bring Liliana down to 1. We'll have to discard the Mind Tome, but this puts us in a pretty okay spot. And we'll be able to bring back the Scavenging Ooze and hopefully keep the Nissa alive. They still need one more card in their graveyard to bring the Ox back. Or they can just Bloodchief's Thirst it away and get rid of the Mind Tome. Okay. It's a pretty good one. Let's draw ourselves a card. And I would very much like to bring a card back, but... so this is the tough spot because they can uptick Liliana. I'm going to lose this. So they're kind of forcing me to play it. I think the deck I'm playing right now might want one of these Lilianas. This is a good card. Because this deck kind of wants to just gain value. And that Liliana is gaining value. So my opponent can Ox here. Come back as a 5/3. So I could fight the Ox just so I can escape the Polukranos as a 12/12. Okay, good to know they're running Rankles. Ox of Agonis is a good card. Again, another card that just saw zero play in Standard. I think people tried it in, like, Is It Phoenix when they first saw it? Because it's like, oh, hey, you have a bunch of stuff in your graveyard. This card lets you draw cards, blah, 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 blah. Seems like a good fit. I'm just going to do this real quick. So now I can play a Polukranos if I have to. Could also just cast Turntimber Symbiosis here. I think I probably want to do that just in case I hit like an Elder Gargaroth, baby. All right, Liliana still can't kill it, luckily. We are very lucky there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. One more mana will be able to escape and fight. 2 more mana will be able to escape and fight. No! Oh, wait, I can block it. Oh, my friend. My friend, my friend, my friend. Oh, let's get a beast. Gotta love that reach. Yeah, I want another one. I want another. Let's get ourselves a 12/12. Let's get rid of this god dang Liliana. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have made another beast. Freaking Croxa. And then I'll have to discard that. I made an oo-oo. A boo-boo, an oo-oo? What the hell am I talking about? That was stupid. I just got too excited. Being able to draw a card is very exciting. They might Ox here, though. I don't think they could potentially do both. No, they can't. Okay. Annoying. But they can't Croxa. Yep. Oh, Liliana, you cruel, cruel woman. I mean, at least I can play Polukranos again. Yeah. I mean, if I was my opponent, I would just play a Bone Crusher Giant here, right? Yeah, I want my Mazemind Tome. Draw a card. Well, that's what I want. Let's do this. All right, so got both of those out at least. My opponent does have a lot of escape value, though. That Ox is doing work. They can bring Croxa back. And I'll be able to make a big Polukranos, fight the Croxa, make a 6/6 Polukranos. Man, adventure cards, they're just so good. They're just in this little zone. I guess if like processing or something like that, which could actually remove it from the exile zone, existed. All right, so they got a big thing that can kill me pretty quick. And they can Ox. I think, can they? Nope. If they can cast a Bone Crusher Giants. That's not great. That's okay, though. Oh, damn it. Totally didn't need to spend the amount of mana I just spent on that. That was a mistake. So they can Croxa again. Things aren't looking up. Things are not looking up. Because they have those. They have an Ox. If I did that, would I have had enough? I think I could have escaped Polukranos last turn if I just did the appropriate. Not that it would have made a huge difference, but I would have had a big body to contend with all the nonsense my opponent's doing. So they're trying not to go full-on escape here. It looks like they're trying to keep their other stuff alive. I don't know what I have that can even remotely stand up to this. Fabled Passage ain't it. Let's activate that. Let's get a swamp. Let's play this. Let's fight that. Let's scry. And we're dead. Okay. Could have grinded out a little bit longer if we didn't have that one stupid misplay, but Scavenging Ooze comes in, Extinction Event comes in, Cling to Dust comes in. This Nissa seems not great. Elder Gargaroth is always good. Inscription seems meh. Maybe we go down. Garruk Unleashed, maybe. Maybe a Hagra Mauling. And a Visionary. Let's try this. Yes, we just need to be able to kind of, if we can maintain parity and also remove the stuff in the graveyard, like the Ox and stuff, we'll be in a pretty okay spot, I think. They're just getting too much value from their escape creatures, and I played some poor Magic, so that definitely was not helping. All right, game number 2 against this Macdos. Against this Mac Daddy Rakdos deck. Yeah, we'll play first. You'll love to see 2 Scavenging Oozes. You'll love to see it. So let's scry into... Nah. So I could scry, ooze, eat. Which is the safer of the things to do. So let's do that. Sure. You never don't want an Elder Gargaroth. It does so much. Another card that was being played a little bit, but now you can just like, you can play it. You can play an Elder Gargaroth and you don't have to be ashamed of it. You can just slap it down and draw some cards. You can make some beasts. So many things. Come on, opponent. Whatever are you gonna do? Mire Triton would probably be the best. Or just Channeler. Channeler's cool. Let's pass. I don't want to waste a Scavenging Ooze. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library, then choose one of them. You may play this land. That's a good fit in this deck. I might have to build this Rakdos deck. Ooh, I can eat that. Ooh, play the Triton. Play it. Nice. Ooh, baby, I got stuff to eat. Give me all that yummy, yummy food. And that's what I wanted this whole time. I wanted an opening to play my good friend Scavenging Ooze and have him eat the food. Well, it did its job. 2 cards in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll pass it here. Okay, well, I'm going to make escaping very difficult for my opponent. One, two, three, four, five. And we're going to have a Big Daddy Elder Gargaroth out next turn. Could play conservatively and, you know, remove my opponent's creatures, but there's no fun in being a conservative. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, he almost attacked. Mr. Wrinkle almost attacked. Ms. Merfolk is attacking, though, but that's fine. All right, so let's murder Wrinkle. Let's make the Mire Triton thirsty. Let's play that tapped. Let's make ourselves a 3/3, huh? We want to close the game before our opponent can get more value train stuff going. That's fine. That's fine. Take my Garruk. I don't care. I've got a removal spell in my hand now. Okay, so now I want to do something to that graveyard. Well, let's attack. Let's draw a card. And let's pass. If they were to Croxa or play Ox or anything here, we'll be able to kill it. Liliana's annoying, but I don't think Liliana... I guess Liliana can go to 1 and kill the Elder Gargaroth. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I think we just kill Liliana. That way we can attack face with the beast. Ooh, Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, goodbye, Ox. Play a little lifelinker friend. Get in, end the turn. I'm not playing my Turntimber Symbiosis at a land because there's no real need for 7 lands other than Turntimber Symbiosis. So I'd rather just wait until I naturally draw into a land and then I can just cast it for the spell side. Chandler's doing work. I'm impressed. This deck, again, I think green naturally has a lot of the pieces to fight this deck. So does black. So green-black versus Rakdos seems more skewed in favor of the Golgari deck. saying the person who just lost the previous game and isn't exactly in the best shape right now. But I'm super impressed with this deck. Like, there's a lot of discard that doesn't make you feel bad for playing it. There's a lot of ways to get value, things with Channeler, the way that all these mill cards kind of play into your role, or not your role, your kind of game plan. I'm impressed. I am impressed. All right, well, now I can cast the Symbiosis. Hopefully get something big and beefy, or just a Scavenging Ooze. Polukranos is, in fact, big and beefy. And I'm just going to attack. Murderous Rider probably going to block the Murderous Rider here. Okay. You sure? I mean, it'll help escape stuff. Okay, that makes more sense then. Still. Actually, yeah, no, it doesn't just help escape stuff. Kind of interesting there. Okay. Can get rid of Polukranos. And their Channeler, though. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. We're in a good spot. We're in a very good spot. So they got the Timuret. We'll make a 1/2/2. In that. I don't think that's enough. I mean, it's definitely not enough because I can kill one of their creatures, but just to be safe. Whew, all right, we got there. So, attacking the graveyard, still a good plan. I felt good with that last game. Let's run it back. Game 3 for all the marbles. Rakdos versus Golgari. The mid-range, grungy matchup of the year, I guess. This is pretty bad. This is a much better hand. It's not great, but it is much better. A lot of tap lands. Garruk is expensive. Let's put Garruk on the bottom. Starting with temples is always nice. Yeah. I want to exile answer to some of the escape stuff. Okay, so let's, yeah, easy. Snap off the Polukranos. All right, so let's just play one of our own here. Let's get off their engine. So they got a castle and removal. And a mystery. Seems like they're thinking about something. I don't know what you're thinking about. It's just one card. You got one card to be thinking about. Okay. Channeling the magma. That's pretty nice. Yep. Yep. And I don't even have to scry because I know what I'm going to be getting. So they're probably going to activate here. So is this 7 or 4 more instant sorceries? Okay. Probably going to play Kroxa here. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll at least be able to get 1 Scavenging Ooze activation off. That's the most important one yet, because we can eat the Kroxa. Yeah, we play this tapped. I mean, they have to kill this, which gives them... Channeler adds so much value. This card is real good. Okay. That is pretty annoying. And let's scry one. Nope, that's not high impact enough. I'm going to scry again on my upkeep. Hitting land drops and stuff, that is nice. It's not great, but it does what we need it to do. We need to turn off Kroxa. I mean, their Channeler's going to start bashing in for 4, but all right, not on their turn. I was forgetting you can scry on your own turn. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good thing you can do. It's probably the way you should be using Mazemind Tome. If you don't already have something on top of your library that you want. All right, well, my opponent, I think, is away from the keyboard. AFK, as you would say. So, yeah, let's see how this turns out. Hopefully we actually get a real end of a game here, because it was pretty neck and neck. I mean, all in all, like, we have a Mazemind Tome, they have a Channeler, 4 lands, 1 card in hand, pretty much on parity. So I would have liked to finish this game. Let's hope we can. All right, so that was a pretty wet fart of a end of a game 3. That was actually a super fun game. All 3 of those games are actually very fun. Basically, we played against 3 mid-range decks. I guess you could say one of them was kind of a control deck, but more or less it was like a Dimir mid-range control deck. So again, I'm pretty low on the ladder. Don't know what that means for the whole state of Magic in Standard. But if mid-range Magic is back, like grindy mid-range Magic that is interactive, that requires decisions to be made, I am super happy. So that Rakdos Ox of Agonis deck look super sweet. So I'm going to try to build something like that. I'm probably going to do some runs with the Gruul deck that Emma Handy and Autumn Burchett played at the Grand Finals to see if that still holds up. I think it does. It seems like it's kind of running some of the most powerful cards in the format still, and I'm curious if the influx of mid-range decks that we just played against and I played are going to keep down the aggro decks, or if there's kind of the fun balance that used to be existing in Standard, if that's back again. But this deck was super fun. If you're looking for a green-black mid-range deck to play, I would totally give this one a try. I think there's tons of stuff. Again, you can tune Agonizing Remorse in the main deck. Just seems meh There was a couple times there that I think a Questing Beast might have been nice in the 4-drop slot, just to kind of sneak in and kill some Planeswalkers. But yeah, I think mid-range is back in Mazemind Tome. Friggin' all-star. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have mid-range decks of your own you'd like to share, I'd love to see them. I'd love to play them. And thanks for watching.